I think we can agree that January's pay-per-view offerings from the WWF and WCW weren't great. So, high hopes for this one. High hopes for ECW. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of 1999 Sucked Revisited. Tonight, we're going to be taking a look at an episode I never did on the original series. We're going to be taking a look at ECW Guilty as Charged 1999. As I said at the very start, it's average, 4 and 5 for Royal Rumble and Sold Out respectively. So we've got quite high hopes for this one. So we are live from the Millennium Theatre in Kissimmee, Florida. Is that right? It's the 10th of January, 1999. There are 2,600 fans on hand. The show starts off with Paul Heyman, honestly and quite refreshingly, telling us there have been some changes to the card because Masato Tanaka and Jerry Lynn are both injured and cannot be there. Doesn't tell us what matches they were meant to be in as far as I can remember, but that's quite a nice positive thing to say. So we start off with the hardcore chair swinging freaks, which is Axel Rotten and Balls Mahoney, defeating the FBI, which is Tracy Smothers and Little Guido, and Amish, Roadkill and Danny Doring in a meh three-way dance. Danny Doring has pink and purple gear that is fecking awful. Match starts off, it's meant to be just FBI versus Doring and Roadkill, but the hardcore chair swinging freaks, who is a great tag team name, is it not, interrupts and demands this made into a three-way dance. Joey Styles on commentary destroys any credibility he has as this match starts by calling Axel Rotten the most underrated wrestler in all of wrestling, because fuck you Chris Benoit, or fuck you Booker T, or anyone else who's got a shred of talent over Axel Rotten. That is a credibility killing line, is it not? Highlights of this one are twofold. There is a balls dive onto everyone on the outside, and there's a dive across about 3/4 of the ring by Amish, Roadkill. Those are your highlights, trust me on that one. Doring and Roadkill are eliminated when Tommy Rich, who of course is out with the FBI, whacks Doring with an Italian flag so the FBI can get a pants-looking double suplex that eliminates him. As Little Guido is obviously an evil Italian guy, he locks on an extreme chin lock on Balls, and who is your face in peril, until he can get an evil-looking belly-to-back suplex on Guido. Axel gets the hot tog, unloads with Dusty Rhodes-style elbows, and a Nutcracker sweep finishes at 10 minutes and 40 seconds. This was pretty short. I was expecting it to go longer than that, where 3 teams and it's elimination rules. Zero storytelling. Crowd loved it. I guess that's important. Oh, and Big Sal and Big Guido get in the ring afterwards and get beats with chairs from the hardcore chair-swinging freaks. Rubbish. Terry Funk cuts a promo where he compares Tommy Dreamer to a jackass, which is nice of him. Tajiri defeating Super Crazy in a good match. So Tajiri just made his debut like a month before in ECW. He looks so plain, is probably the best I can describe it. His gimmick is that he's Japanese. He's got a little Japanese flag on his trunks and everything. We'll go through this one because it's a good match. Beautiful float over DDT by Tajiri. He does kicks! I bet you didn't see that coming, did you? But wait! They're to the knee. And he leg locks the knee as well. He hits a beautiful Asai moonsault, and then when they go back inside, he hits an inverted tarantula. Imagine a tarantula, but the other way around. It looks amazing. Naturally, Crazy doesn't bother selling the leg in the slightest when he dives to the outside or when he moonsaults off the barrier. Crazy with a rolling surfboard stretch, which is gorgeous. He then transitions that into a rear chantry, which is gorgeous. Tajiri drop kicks the knee. Ray! Planches Crazy. They trade Mahistol cradles and they lose the crowd, but don't worry, they get them straight back when Crazy hits another dive to the outside, followed by a missile dropkick, followed by a tornado DDT. He then hits an inverted tornado DDT. He then wants another one. He wants a powerbomb that's countered into a tornado DDT by Tajiri, who also gets a sunset flip for 2. Up goes Tajiri, gets a Rana, Crazy comes back with a set-out powerbomb, Tajiri gets a set-out powerbomb of his own, and then gets a big half star from me by finishing off with a dragon suplex for the win at 11:36. Realised match. Wish Crazy had sold the leg more. If he had, it would have been a 4-star match. In my opinion, this is 3.5. 3 for the match, half for the dragon suplex, because it's in the 3, as you all know. Some guy comes out runs down John Kronus for hitting him with a 450 splash the week before. He calls himself the judge. I don't know who this guy is, I'm afraid. But he finds Kronus guilty of something, and because he's guilty, he faces this guy. Who's this guy? Fucking Sid Vicious. So it is. And by God, the pop that Sid gets when he comes out. I mean, Jesus fucking wept. Let me tell you, I'll tell you about this one in great detail, alright? How does this sound? So, Sid throws Kronus over the top rope, right? Just happens to be a table there. The Kronus goes head first through the table. Crashy, crashy. Then when they go back in the ring, Sid destroys him with a chair and then powerbombs him for the win at 1 minute and 31 seconds. Believe it or not, I enjoyed this because it was just short. A minute and a half, it was just the right length. It was just like, right, at no point was it boring. It was just action, 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 finish, done. Happy days, half the stuff. And crowd adored Sid. I don't know why, but they fucking did. Crazy. Video package about Taz and Sabu, showing where Taz dragon suplex Sabu through a table, breaking his neck. So Taz gets Sabu's title shot tonight. Next, the Dudley boys defeating Spike Dudley and New Jack in a terrible match. Man, it is weird seeing Bubba Ray Dudley with no facial hair. That just looks very odd. Gurner's intros take forever, as you can probably imagine. The one thing that makes me smile is when he says about sign guy Dudley, he's pretty fly for a sign guy. For some reason, that makes me smile, but that really is scraping the barrel. Bubba says they're not meant to be here tonight and issues an open challenge. And a challenge that is answered by New Jack and Spike. And naturally, New Jack's music has been dubbed over, because I'm watching this on the network, it's generic hip-hop beat 7. But, of course, it plays throughout the entire match. And it's awful. It's so bad. So big brawl with the crap music over the top. And weapons. There's a lovely Rana by Spike. Spike is launched into the crowd. All out of the ring. Literally out you get into the crowd. That looks good. Big Dick eats 2 guitar shots, meaning Styles can make cock jokes. Not funny at all. Spike gets super powerbombed, always good. Heel miscommunication is ineffective, and it allows the Dudley boys to whip New Jack. This is actually quite a good spot, actually. They're on the ramp. There's a ramp from the entrance down to the rings, you know, like WCW old school style. They whip New Jack into the ropes when he comes back 3D on the ramp. Oh dear. In the ring, Spike gets acid drops on Big Dick and on Devon and on Bubba. Then Dick counters the second one and Spike eats a 3D, which gets the win at 10 minutes. Holy shit, the music is so irritating. I don't understand why it's never bothered me. Maybe it's just because, is it Original Gangster? Correct me if I'm wrong, and you always do. Yeah, New Jack's original music is always bearable. This was just so bad. It went 10 minutes and it was 8 minutes too long. Poor brawling with like 1 or 2 okay movements thrown in, if you're really nice. I hated the music, as I say. The Dudley boys then cut a promo after the match, which takes up another 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes to say that they're the best in the world. Bear in mind that they cut promos and Gertner cut a promo beforehand. Just like, do you know, I really like wrestling on my pay-per-view, surprisingly. Ah, man, half a star if you're feeling particularly nice. Video package about RVD, showing just how great he is, which is nice. Next up, RVD defeated Lance Storm in a good match to retain the TV title. I'm gonna guess this is the match that Jerry Lynn was meant to be in. Storm cuts a boring-ass promo before this one. RVD's music, watching this on the networks, of course, RVD's music has been dubbed over. This is one of those things that I've just been watching the show, and it's like about 30 seconds after Lance Storm came out, I was just like, oh, they're going to dub walkout, aren't they? And you're just like, as soon as he comes out, you're like, oh, man. That is so depressing. I fucking adore Walk. It's such a perfect tune for wrestling. Oh, no. Anyway, let me tell you about this one, because this one's a good match. So, very nice mat work at the start, but Fonz wants some Adore Marie. Lance grabs Fonz and is wide open for a nice guillotine leg drop by Van Dam. Van Dam does his spinning leg drop onto the barrier, then does an underhook reverse suplex for 2. Super kick by Storm, he kicks Van Dam off the top rope into the barrier. We brawl into the crowd where Van Dam hits a somersault senton off the barrier and Storm responds with a perfect reverse DDT on the steel concrete. When they go back inside, Van Dam counters a belly spike suplex into a leg drop then locks on a nice surfboard stretch, which would have been really nice if we hadn't seen it in the Cruiserweight match earlier on, and they did a rolling one as well, which was nicer. Rolling Thunder gets 2, as there's a beautiful leaping back elbow off Bret's rope by Lance Storm. He gets a poor-looking cartwheel clothesline, then connects with another, and I've written another here, and another meh chair shot. Remember Barry Legal 97, where you yeah, just another one of those. This guy should never ever pick a chair. He just doesn't seem like he knows how to put his full weight into it when he does it, so every time it looks shit. Then he hits a Van Daminator. Van Dam gets a spin kick, and then Van Daminators the ref by mistake. Storm kicks a chair into Bret's face. Fuck's sake. Storm kicks a chair into Van Dam's face, but there's no referee. Storm stops Fonz using a chair, but it's a Van Daminator off the top for 2. 5-star misses, and then an absolutely perfect pinning sequence leads to a bridging German suplex that gets the win for Van Dam at 18 minutes and 50 seconds. Thoroughly enjoyable match. Both men got a lot of offense in, got some decent spots in. Crowd fucking adored this on absolutely perfect length. If anything, I wasn't expecting the German suplex that got the win to get the win, which says to me that I could have watched 5 more minutes of this comfortably, happily, willingly. Not a problem whatsoever. One complaint, but just the one. Well, goddamn, Foz's whistle makes me want to kill. Actually makes me want to kill someone. It's so irritating that after 2 minutes you mute the sound and you just go, fuck that, and then you turn it up every so often when a spot goes down, just when you can see a big spot coming down, you turn the volume back up just to see what the crowd reaction's like, and then it's muted straight away. It's like, I'm not interested in hearing some cunt whistle repeatedly, because it's constant noise throughout the match. That the thing is, a match like this is so good that it distracts me away. So I'm just like, instead of looking, oh man, I'm loving this match, it's more, God, I want that whistle to stop. So you just mute it. Fuck off. Video package about Tommy Dreamer and Terry Funk. It makes me want to see Tommy Dreamer versus Terry Funk. Unfortunately, we don't get that. Oh no, we get Just Incredible defeating Tommy Dreamer in a crap Stairway to Hell match. Credible has Jazz and the world's sexiest man Jason and Nicole Bass with him. I'm sure Peter Gilmore finds Nicole Bass very attractive, don't you, boss? Weapons hanging above the ring. You can get a ladder, you can get the weapon. So there's a Singapore cane, for example, there's some barbed wire apparently, or something like that. You get the ladder, you climb up it, you get the weapon, you can use it. It's still pinfall or submission, blah, blah, blah. So, check this out. Brawling. Brawling on the outside. Brawling with a chair. Brawling on the ramp. Brawling with Bass. Dreamer pulls out a Fire Thunder driver out of nowhere, which is quite incredible. Brawling with the ladder while the crowd want funk. Credible gets slingshotted onto the ladder and then power slammed onto it. And you can hear when Dreamer's doing these moves, Nicole Bass going, no, 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 on the outside. Her voice is so irritating. I bet Gilmore loved it. Dreamer misses an elbow drop onto the ladder and Credible goes to work, goes to work on it. There's a reason we're doing play-by-play here, trust me on this one. Trapping the arm in a ladder and then getting a chair, smashy onto the ladder, working the arm. Holy shit! Dreamer sells it as he gets suplex off the apron. Suplex off the apron, gets no reaction. EC Derb. No, nothing. He just got suplexed off the apron. Does it hurt? Yes. Do you react? Not in the slightest. I'm a fan going, and? I popped. I was like, holy shit! Because you get him up in the suplex position, he's never, no, don't do that, because it's like, he's going to get slammed on the con. No, nothing. Crowd get nothing. Inside, Dream gets beats from Credible's crew. Heel miscommunication leads to Bass balling Credible. Dreamer gets the Death Bear driver, sells the arm, oh yes, as he smashes a ladder into Credible's face. Jason sets a ladder, the first one of the match. Justin moves it there and puts Dreamer on it across the ropes. You imagine it's on the ropes, like the ladder's across the ropes. He puts it on, sat on there, and yeah, there's a table on the outside. Credible just goes up to it and literally just picks up the ladder. So Dreamer goes through the ladder. It doesn't look good. It's one of those, okay. They trade ladder moves until they both settle ladders and climb up to get the Singapore cane. But Dreamer diamond cutters Credible off the ladder. Dreamer is bleeding as he gets the cane. Doesn't bother using it though, because why would he? The whole point of the match is to get that fucking weapon. Fuck it. He hits a leaping DDT, and here comes Terry Funk. He smashes a trash can into Dreamer's face, leaving him wide open for a crap looking That's Incredible on the ladder for the win. It's crap because That's Incredible as a tombstone pile driver, and he comes down on his back on this one, on the ladder. So you're just like, that's just a power slam, isn't it? What's the point in this being a stairway to hell match? I mean, the Singapore cane, kendo stick, whatever you want to call it, isn't used at all. So it's just one of those, so what's the point? Match held my attention briefly, and it really was so brief. When Credible started working the arm, you're like, hang on a sec, they could do something here. Because think about it, he could be climbing the ladder, climbs up, the arm gives out, or something like that. Just they've got a story in place, and then they just completely ignore it because hardcore wrestling's awesome, which it really isn't. So you just go, right, okay, some spots happened, great. 1 star if you're nice. There's nothing special in here. Didn't do anything to hold my attention once they fucked off the arm. And yeah, nothing we've not seen before. On Beats for Dreamer afterwards. Fuck Tommy Dreamer. The guy's so boring. Don't give a shit about him. Some guy tries to interview Taz. Taz cuts him off, owns him, and then cuts his own promo. Then Shane Douglas cuts a promo of his own. He says the World Championship is his, and he's not losing it. I also noticed he's got a genuinely massive cast on his arm. So you start going, oh, I wonder if they'll incorporate that. Will Taz work the arm? Will he? Let's find out. So Taz defeating Shane Douglas in a rubbish match to win the ECW Championship. Jerry says that Shane has a compound fracture on his wrist and he has a dislocated thumb. So surely they'll work the arm. Oh no. After a Tazplex, we go into the crowd, and we brawl in the crowd. There's lots of crowd brawling. Guys, imagine this. 10 minutes of crowd brawling. And I'm not joking. I was watching this with Danny Ace, yeah? Danny Ace went to get himself a cup of tea in the middle as this one was starting, yeah? 6 minutes later, he came back. He said, what have I missed? I said, honestly, mate, nothing. They've just brawled in the crowd. They do a suplex over a railing. From the first angle, it looks really good. Like, oh my God, he's gone over the railing. They show a replay on the wide angle. Yeah, he goes over it. There's a 2-foot drop onto a platform. And you're like, so what was that? That didn't look good at all. I don't want to see that replay. We finally get in the ring with a table on toe, and they brawl. Taz goes shoulder first through the table. EC-dub, EC-dub, EC-dub. Seriously, he gets Irish whipped and goes. He spears it. He spears the table. It looks awful. EC-dub, EC. Suplex off the apron. Yeah, and EC-dub for a spear to a table that he did himself, for fuck's sake. Shane gets a second table out because one just isn't enough. Hey Shane, here's an idea. Why don't you do some fucking moves and tell a story instead of brawling in the pissing crowd? He's belly to belly through his own table, and Sabu's music hits. He's here with his neck brace on. He dives onto everyone. He hits chair shots on everyone. Moonsault off over the top onto both. His music keeps playing, which is strange, as he dives both men through tables. Eventually, Shane covers. It gets 2. Out comes Chris Candido and Sonny. They were part of the I can't remember what Shane Douglas' crew was called with Bam Bam Bigelow. The girls brawl badly, and then Candido turns on Shane so Taz can get a T-bone suplex, and after at least a minute locks in the move, the Taz mission gets the win at an eye-watering 22 minutes and 16 seconds. That was fucking awful. 10 minutes of crowd brawling. I wish I was joking. In the WWF in the Attitude Era, they go into the crowd, brawl for a minute while they tell each other what spot's coming, and then go back into the ring. Thankfully, they don't do that anymore. It's very good, very refreshing that they don't. This was crap. Nothing good in this match. This match is way too long, features nothing of good. If Shane Douglas has got an injury, he shouldn't be in the match. Nice and simple. You know, they can do an injury angle and do it. These two fought in a match, right? It's on the ECW Bloodsports DVD. They fought 1 week later on the 17th. So 1 week from tonight, they fought again. The match was infinitely better. It's like I say, it's on the ECW Bloodsports DVD. Go watch that one. So they could have postponed the match. They could have done an injury angle or something. They could have done. They didn't. I could probably, you know, think I'm being a little harsh here. -2 stars. Hated it. Couldn't wait for this to finish. I was actually offended by this. Like, this is your main event. This is for the championship. This match is where Taz wins his first championship. And I've never seen this before. I don't know why, but I'd never seen this before. So I'm sat there going, this is going to be really good. And it was just wank. Shane Douglas is not a main eventer. He's not a headline player at all. And worst thing for me, yeah, I know that very shortly he'll turn up in WCW, so I've got to review lots more of his matches this year. Hooray! 2 3.5-star matches, all right? Neither of them are must-see, all right? This is not a very good show at all. It's nothing special. If you want to give it 3 out of 10, I would consider you to be very, very generous. This is more a 2. 2 out of 10. Faux shizzle. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, my next review in this series is another vid that I've never done before, another show that I've never done before. Next up for you folks, I'm going to be doing WrestleMania 15 from the WWF. I really hope you've enjoyed this vid. Check out me on Twitter and on my Facebook. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't, hit the like button if you haven't already, and leave me a lovely comment down below. I've been Marc P. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Take it easy, guys.